3.5 months after the season, kind of give me your impression of how you performed last year. Like, what were you happy with?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, I guess the analysis of myself that I don't necessarily look at from that big a scope. I mean, from the outset, it's just not good enough because we didn't, obviously didn't make the playoffs, didn't make a run at anything, didn't win a championship. I mean, from there, it was a failure. I mean, from everything else, though, I think you're trying to fine tune everything, so everything's through a much smaller hole than just how was the season. For me, it's how about quick game? Let's take a look at quick game and three-step drop and from the gun and under center. And then I'm looking at my ball handling, my footwork. I'm looking at my balance. I'm looking at a lot of things. Let's take deep balls. Let's all that stuff. You're really trying to, I think, for me, really pinpoint those things and how can I get better? What can I do differently? What are some areas that jump out? That I kind of red flags, weaknesses that I need to really work on, and why are they that way? Things like that. Now for us coming back, it's a chance. Coaches have kind of done the same thing. We've been talking this whole time and going and communicating, but a chance to kind of really, all right, well, let's put the plan together. How are we going to fix some of these things? How are we going to get better?
Looks like they're trying to ramp things up here offensively. What's your role in that? What's your?
I mean, well, the quarterback. I mean, you're pretty central. I think you got to get better. I mean, it's kind of like Trevor's saying. I mean, you got to. I mean, to be complacent or settled with where you are. I mean, you got to continually be getting better. I mean, you need to be taking steps forward, and I'm part of that. And it wasn't good enough last year. So the part is, I mean, how are we going to continue to take steps, and what's the plan to do that? Some of that's new faces coming in, like you said, and you have to gel quickly, and bring it together.